All right, everybody. It is Thursday afternoon at 2:16 p.m. on January 10th, 2019. We are 10 days into the new year. I hope everyone is still on their New Year's resolutions. I hope you're still eating salads. I hope you're still going to the gym, going for walks, petting your dog, whatever your New Year's resolution was. I hope you're still doing it. It's so easy to jump off. So I hope that y'all stay on and keep doing things. Hey, Jeanette, good to see you, dear. I wanted to jump on today. The other day I was on, I don't remember what day it was, Monday or Tuesday, and I talked a little bit about noisy brain or busy brain. Monday, I was on Monday. The wonderful front desk rock star Elena just whispered to me that it was Monday that I was on. So, so today's Thursday. And the other day we talked about noisy brain, right? So, and how the kids are having such a hard time because they're going back to school, what the transitions have been like. They're having a tough time calming down, coming off the holidays, and transitioning back into the school setting has been tough for a lot of the kids that I'm seeing here in the office. And they're coming in, they're getting their adjustments, they're doing the best they can. Moms and dads are doing awesome. They're working on getting them back on their routines. Super, super important. But that noisy brain will drive us crazy. And when we're in that noisy brain for too long, what tends to happen is we get the gas stuck on, right? So our gas pedal gets stuck. Our foot is on the gas. Our kid's foot is on the gas, and the gas gets stuck on, and we're in this constant go, 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 constant fight or flight scenario all the time in our brain, and that's what gets us in trouble. And I'll be really honest, y'all, I've been struggling to get back online, right? I've been struggling getting out of bed in the morning, getting to the office. I mean, I'm on. I love what I do. I'm on when I get here, and I am 100% present for everyone that comes in. But I'll tell you, the getting here lately has been rough. Getting to the gym for me has been rough. I've been eating real good, so that's been awesome. So that's really helped. Lots of my aches and pains are gone because I've been eating well and I took a lot of the junk out. I don't think I ate a vegetable for like 3 years there. At least it felt like 3 years. It was only a couple weeks, but so it was really tough, and I've been having a really hard time. And then tomorrow morning I leave to go out of town to go do some training with some really awesome chiropractors out in California. I'm going to go learn more about family practice and pediatrics, and I'm really excited about that. But again, it just keeps me in that go, go, go state. And like I've shared with y'all before, I'm just one of these kids, right? I'm an older version of one of these ADD, ADHD kiddos, and I struggle with this stuff too. So what I want to talk about a little bit today is that gas stuck on and being in that fight or flight mode, and what that looks like when we see it in our kiddos. So they're not sleeping, right? Or they're having trouble going to sleep. We're seeing a lot of anxiety in them, especially in the girls. The girls tend to show a lot of anxiety and go inside. The boys just tend to be blah, right? That hyperactivity, jumping off the back of the couch, spinning around, all these types of things. So that's what we see. They have trouble with focus and attention in school, and they have trouble sitting still. I get it. This morning I had a break while I was here in the office. I had a break in my patients, and I went for a walk. I was like, I'll be right back. I had to go out and I'm busy on the job, right? I'm on my feet, I'm doing things, I'm interacting. But sometimes I just have to go outside and spin around, and that's basically what happened. I did a bunch of loops around the building, came back in, had some fresh air, was ready to start the rest of the morning. So I totally get that. And what we see also is we see the behavior issues and the frustration. These kids know, right? They know that they're having trouble in these issues or in these areas, and they get frustrated. And then their frustration builds. You see them run into learning issues. They can't keep up because they're spinning so fast. Their brain and their body is spinning so fast that they can't keep up, and then they can't catch up with the schoolwork, and then it rolls into some bad grades, right? And it's because of this protective mode. They're in fight or flight, in this protective mode all the time, and this becomes their new normal. Okay, so we're supposed to parasympathetic, rest and digest, calm, everything's okay, we're peaceful, right? That's our normal calm. That should be our new normal, or it should be our normal. But what happens in these kids is their foot is on the gas, they're in sympathetic fight or flight, and that becomes their normal. So this spinning, crazy brain becomes their normal. And in their mind, they feel like they have to get out. So it's like they're being chased by the bear all the time, and it's that get out. I've got to get out. I've got to get out. They're in very much a protective mode, and they have to protect life, right? And they have no sense of danger, right? Real danger isn't perceived, and because they feel like it's already there, right? These are the kids that run up to strangers, they run into the street, like I said, they're jumping off stuff, and they're actually going to create danger in their body and their mind as comfort, right? Because they want the outside, they want their environment to be moving as fast as their brain is, and that's why they're doing this sort of stuff. But then what happens, what's really interesting about this too, is as they go through this at 8 to 12 range, right, in the boys and girls, but manifesting in a little bit different ways, as they become teenagers, they tend to get depressed because their body and their hormones and their system can't keep it up. And what happens is they crash, right? They crash right down, they get exhausted, they're depressed, and they just can't keep it up. Their body can't keep it going, and that's what we're seeing in the teenagers now, the teenage kids that are coming in and they're having some of these issues as they've been through all this. So when we do the history with mom and dad, we see that these kids maybe had some sort of birth difficulties, they had trouble early on, so maybe they were colicky, they didn't sleep, they spit up a lot, they had reflux, some of these types of issues, and then later on they start getting into ear infections, lots of antibiotics, lots of congestion, allergies, maybe a little bit of asthma, and then that even later rolls into some of the ADDs, ADHDs, and then in the teenagers, in the later teens, we see it more as depression, exhaustion, fatigue. They don't want to interact, right? They're very, very moody. And yes, you're right. I hear some of you already saying, well, that's just a teenager. And I would say, yes, you're right. Part of that is just being a teenager. But part of it is that the system has been an overdrive for so long that they just crash. Their body, mind, and I'll even say spirit can't keep it up, and they dive bomb. Right? So that's what we're seeing. And what's interesting is we see this in the family as well. So we see a ripple through the family with all of this. The parents and the other kids are on guard all the time. They're super exhausted, and they're also in go, go, go mode. So if the kids are like this, mom and dad is like this. If mom and dad tends to be like this, then the kids are like this. So we're kind of seeing it ripple through the family. So when we do the adjustments, because that's what we do here in the office, is we're going to do a series of adjustments to help calm the system and to remove the subluxations or the stress from the spine. When we do the adjustments, we stimulate the brake pedal. We stimulate the brake pedal, right? And that's what we want to do. So as we go through and as we realign and add movement back into the spine, it stimulates the brain, it stimulates that brake pedal, and it's a growing process as we go through, and we see the calming process happen. We see kids that now they can sleep, they fall asleep better, they can focus better, their behavior gets a little better, or it gets better, little at a time, it's getting better. And those are the types of things that we're seeing. And it's really, really awesome. Moms and dads, if you're hearing this and you can, and it resonates with you, or maybe you know someone that this might resonate with, next Wednesday night at 7 p.m., it's January 16th, right here in my building, 1322 Space Park Drive, on the other side in the Tenant Center. I'm going to be doing a talk called The Perfect Storm. It's all about ADD, ADHD, depression, and anxiety in our kiddos. And if this is resonating with you, I would just want to urge you to come out, hear the talk, and just hear what we have to say, right? I also have a bunch of other videos on here, and you could go back through the videos, see what I've been saying about this, see if any of this resonates with you, and then see if we can help you. I'll just say it. Chiropractic may help. It helps me. That helps my granddaughters. It helps all the other kids that come through the office. We're seeing just super awesome results with the kids. And part of my goal for 2019 is to help as many kids as possible with these issues, and I want to help your family. So again, if this resonates with you, please go back through, watch some of our videos, do some research on your own, and join us next Wednesday night. I'll put a link in the show notes or in the Facebook Live notes so that you can get to the Eventbrite link. All right. So everyone, have a great Thursday. I hope you're doing good. If you find yourself spinning at your desk or anything, go for a walk. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside, and I booked up for this afternoon, seeing some awesome kids and families today. But I will be back in the office Monday morning. All right. So you better take care. Peace out.